Imagine a galaxy where the silence of space is shattered not by diplomacy, but by the thunderous roar of kinetic cannons and plasma torpedoes. You are part of the crew of the USS Hamilton, thrust into Broadsides, a narrative where naval warfare isn't just about maneuvering, but about delivering devastating volleys that can crack planetary shields and shatter enemy morale in seconds. But when you discover that winning these engagements isn't about having the biggest guns, but about timing your salvos to exploit the split-second weaknesses in an opponent's defense grid, you realize that dominance isn't given, it's earned through precision, coordination, and the sheer audacity to turn a defensive posture into an offensive juggernaut through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to USS Hamilton Broadsides, the pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Mark Wayne McGinnis's military space opera series. If you love naval sci-fi tropes, fleet command dynamics, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists navigate a hostile cosmos through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of interstellar duty. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's command of a critical engagement, thrusting them into a race against time to coordinate their fleet's firepower before the enemy's capital ships overwhelm their position. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are erased from history. McGinnis excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of uncertainty, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the irreversible fracture of civilization. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular fleet commander trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of galactic politics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior capital. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of the USS Hamilton series lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. USS Hamilton Broadsides is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Mark Wayne McGinnis has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats,
and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.